Hey y'all, welcome back to Summertime Tarot. If you're new to the channel, my name is Summer, and this here is a July reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and get into it. So what I'm seeing is like you being in a crowd of people and like trying to reach someone, like on the phone, trying to call someone or find someone, and it's almost like this sea of people keeps like circling you. I have no idea what that means. Hopefully we'll figure it out by the end of this reading. But yeah, let's go ahead and start shuffling here. But yeah, man, it's almost like the people are trying to get at you or even kind of pull you down in some way or get to your phone or something. So maybe it makes me think that like you're in the process of like trying to find either like yourself or something that's really important to you, and you may be feeling like the people around you or the situation that you're currently in is making it hard for you to do that. Okay, I want to keep those out. But let's see what's going on here. Cancer here. What messages and guidance wants to come through for Cancer for the month of July 2021. All right. All right, so bottom of the deck here we have Door to Spirit. Okay, under that we have 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, man holding a coin, attachment, and 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Yeah, this is kind of totally what I was kind of picking up on. So yeah, look, under that we have woman holding a heart, man holding a heart. So yeah, man, it looks like you're okay. So this could either be like with this Door to Spirit, like there are things or even opportunities here opening up for you that are very much divinely guided. But I kind of get for most of you like you're in this kind of epic, it gives me very much epic search for either, you know, yourself or something, someone that means the most to you and is very much like close to your heart here. But here with this man holding a coin and the attachment, it's like either you're kind of feeling stuck or kind of pulled down by like the current reality, what's currently going on, or even like your idea or expectation of who you're supposed to be or what life is supposed to look like. This could even be you know, other people's thoughts of you or visions for your future that are kind of getting in the way of your own path or what it is you're trying to do for yourself. But let's go ahead and see here. So we have 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael, and 1st chakra, Archangel Michael. Okay, so the cards that flipped out earlier. So we have anxiety, blossoming abundance, thinking man, deceit. Yeah, this is like your own, what I'm getting from this. Yeah, this could, for some of you, this could even be like your own kind of shadow aspects of yourself. Yeah, okay, it's making sense now. It's making me think of the movie Inception here, where it's like, you know, okay, let's just get into the movie. Bear with me, y'all, as I try to explain this. So like, you know, in Inception, they're trying to plant this idea in this man's mind, right, through his dreams, basically. And so one of the big things about the dream world in Inception is that there's aspects of you, like your subconscious, that walk around in your dreams, right? And so anything that's kind of disruptive to you or your reality, right? They're going to, these aspects of you are going to start attacking it. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's like the sea of people is kind of like, it's you, but also it could be, you know, like maybe family, friends, or just your ideas, or your ideas about what they expect of you. That's kind of almost kind of like bringing you down or making it hard for you to progress or to move towards that thing that's kind of calling out to you, or that you're calling out for. Does that make sense? Hopefully hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so let's get into the cards here. So we have fourth chakra and first chakra. Yeah, it's like you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's something that you want here, something that you're kind of calling out for, I feel, right? It could even be something that you have set intentions for, that you know, like maybe, you know, a dream, a goal, something that you have your eye on here with this thinking man. You see how he's looking at the crystal? Right? For some of you, it could even be like your, with door to spirit on the bottom of the deck, like spirituality, your way of seeing the world, the things that you're, you know, exposing yourself to or going after when it comes to your spirituality, they could be in opposition to what other people expect of you or think you should be doing. And so you may be having a hard time kind of balancing these two realities about who it is you want to be, but who it is that you think you are. Does that make sense? And so let's look here at this anxiety and blossoming abundance. Yeah, it looks like you're really worried here. Like for some of you with this blossoming abundance, things may be actually, you might be seeing some progress when it comes to, you know, this path that you're on, be it your spiritual path or your dreams, your goals here. But I feel like this kind of imposter syndrome, right? This here deceit is kind of getting in the way, right? It could be coming from other people, but I feel like it's mainly coming from you, right? Most likely indirectly. Like you may not see yourself doing it. You may not be trying to do it, but it's like you have this imposter syndrome where you may be like, oh, this isn't for me, or maybe I am doing the wrong thing, and you know, worried about that, which is making it hard for you to see all of the good things, all of the I feel like the synchronicities that are kind of telling you, okay, yes, this is working, this is where you're supposed to be, this is what you're supposed to be doing, right? You may be having a hard time seeing that because you're so focused here on this deceit, on this piece of yourself, or what your subconscious mind is kind of projecting out into the real world, because right, you're having a hard time of letting go of this, you know, reality, so to speak, that you feel probably isn't working for you anymore, but you've kind of grown attached to in some way. Okay, but let's clarify here. I want to clarify first chakra, Archangel Michael here. And then we can get to the fourth chakra, okay? You know what? Let's start with the deceit. Let's start with the deceit. All right. I'm kind of all over the place. Let me calm down. Okay, deceit. Let's clarify deceit. What is deceit here for Cancer? One more shuffle. All right, deceit. Look at that bottom of the deck, Hermit. See, like I was saying, this is coming from you here. That's what I feel like. Clarify deceit. Why is deceit here? Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. Ooh, okay. So I feel like for some of you, what's coming to my mind is like having the wind knocked out of you. So you could have came up against something in the past. Like I feel like this is connected to your past here, where like, okay, with this Knight of Wands, yeah, it's totally making me think about like childhood, or even just, your past, where you may have acted in a certain way in the past, or, went after certain things, and someone kind of knocked you down, kind of knocked the fire out of you, knocked your kind of spunk out of you. And so now you may be like really cautious here with this King of Cups. You may be afraid, right? With this first chakra and this fourth chakra here, you may be afraid to go after things because of this past experience. Yeah, let's see. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see it. Okay. So we have Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Swords, Nine of Cups, Three of Swords, Knight of Swords, King of Wands, and Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck here we have the World. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this is something that is giving me the vibes of like the universe is kind of trying to push you in this kind of new direction here, where they're trying to get you to see aspects of yourself. This is really giving me like shadow stuff, which is, I feel like, probably why I got the Dark Mirror deck. So we're going to be looking at that later. But it's giving me kind of shadowy vibes, where there's aspects of yourself that are kind of being put in your face so that you can really look at them and start to dismantle them, because they're getting in the way of your happiness, of your abundance here. And so this thing that's getting in the way here is this deceit, right? This mentality that you have about yourself, or about your dreams, about the things that you want in life. This could be a goal, this could be a dream, this could be a relationship, however it's showing up for you. But it's like past stuff is kind of coming up and making it hard for you to kind of see the truth of the matter, because there's still some emotions, or still some feelings, some wounds that haven't been completely healed here, that make you doubt yourself. I feel that make you hold yourself back out of fear or out of shame, that maybe you don't know what you're doing, or you're not good enough, or you can't make it happen, or however it's kind of showing up for you. But it looks like you've been working on this here, right? You want to move away from it, but you may be unsure of how to do so. And so we have here the Queen of Cups. When I say that, the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Swords, it's really about needing to allow yourself the space to feel what it is that you're feeling, to look at these past situations, these past experiences that are still maybe haunting you in some way, showing up for you with this anxiety, with this deceit, with the attachment, and kind of being stuck, kind of. To look at those things and to kind of see the reality, to look beyond, I feel, your emotions, and to see the reality of the present situation, which is these past things can't really hurt you anymore unless you allow them to. Right? Look at that. Nine of Swords. This is the same as anxiety here. Yeah. So it's like you don't have to fight with these thoughts or anything. It's just being aware of them and aware of where they come from, right? It's kind of like, what's coming to my mind is like, when a kid throws a temper tantrum, I'm not saying you throwing a temper tantrum or nothing, but like, when a kid throws a temper tantrum, sometimes you just gotta let them fall, cry their little tears, and in like a minute or so they'll be fine. So give yourself the time and the space to do that, to feel your feelings, to let them move through you, but to not continue to hold on to those past situations. Otherwise, you can, find yourself repeating these patterns. Okay, so if a thought comes up that's like, hey, you can't do that, you're not good enough, right? It's probably because you're being triggered in some way by a present situation. And so it's like needing to give yourself the time to step back and to see the truth of it. Like, okay, yes, it's true that, I don't know, maybe I got my heart broken in the past, or people used to make fun of me in the past, or this, that, and the third, whatever it is. But, right, there's the but. This isn't that past situation. This is something different, right? So I don't have to react how I used to in the past. I don't have to look at myself the same way I used to in the past. That kind of thing. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, but let's go ahead and clarify first chakra. Archangel Michael here. Excuse me. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck here, we have the Lovers. Yeah, this is totally about like how you see yourself. You may be holding on to it's like giving me regrets. There may be some things that you wished you would have done differently, or you would have experienced, or things you wish you could change. And like that's holding you back here. It's making it hard for you to move forward. So it's like it's time for you to kind of free up yourself, to release yourself of this burden of the things that happened in the past. Right? And it's not to say that, those things weren't painful, or, fill in the blank with whatever word you want to use. But it's like a need to kind of give yourself the freedom to be free of this, to not have to continue to relive it, or to as they say, continue this story, or to feed the story in some way. It's like you get the chance to create your life in the image of what it is that you want it to look like. But if you kind of hold on to this past stuff, right, it's like, right, it's taking up the space that you need for that new stuff that you want to come in. So it's like you have to release it in order to open yourself up to bigger and better things for yourself, better experiences. Okay, but let's clarify the fourth chakra. It's like it's time for you to see yourself as worthy, and to kind of accept these past experiences for what they are, which is, kind of stepping stones, so to speak. They kind of led up to who it is that you are now, the place that it is that you are now. But you don't have to carry them any further. Okay? Okay, so we have clarifying the fourth chakra. We have Seven of Cups, Nine of Wands, Two of Cups, Hangman, High Priestess, and Justice. Bottom of the deck here we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, look at that. The Ten of Swords and the Queen of Cups. She's showing up again here. Yeah, it's like you don't have to know every move forward. Everything doesn't have to be clear. Everything doesn't have to make sense for you to begin to move, for you to begin to do the things that you always wanted to do. Right? It kind of, what this is giving me is it starts with you, one, accepting that you want something different for what it is that you're currently experiencing. Right? And once you accept that you want it, the next step is to be like, okay, it's possible for me to have this. I'm worthy of this thing that it is that I want, right? If, say you want, I don't know. Okay, let's use the Two of Cups here. Say you want a romantic relationship. Say you want a little boo thing. You feel me? But you may still be kind of caught up on maybe an ex, or, who deceived you in some way, who broke your heart. Right? And you're kind of still holding on to that. And by holding on to that, it could be in different ways, right? It doesn't mean you're like, oh, I hate you, right? No, it could just be that you're afraid to open up to new love because you still have this heartbreak on your mind. You're still worried that someone's gonna hurt you, right? It's like you have to start by saying, okay, you know what? I want a boo thing. Okay? I want a boo thing. And so then you have to sit with yourself and be like, what's stopping me from having what it is that I want? Is it maybe that, you know, I don't have the greatest suitors around me? Or is it, you know, an aspect of myself that still is afraid of being hurt? Right? And if so, then you have to kind of be like, okay, you have to be honest with yourself and be like, I'm still healing. There's still some things going on in my heart that I need to work through. Doesn't mean that you have to be bootless because you healing. It's like you have to be aware of it, right? You have to say, okay, I'm still hurting a little bit. I can work through this. And as I work through it, maybe I'll meet me somebody. Maybe I'll, you know, start dating just to see what's out there, right? So in that, you open yourself up to the possibility of something greater, right? Than this experience, this past experience, right? And so it's always about, I feel like it's always going to be with this justice, right? It's not something that happens overnight. It's not something that you can do. It's like driving, you know, where you can't just hold the wheel straight and expect to get where it is that you're going, right? You have to kind of adjust along the way. So when it comes to, you know, your healing journey, when it comes to whatever this path is that you're on, right, you're going to have to be adaptable. You're going to have to, like, not be so stubborn or controlling, right? You have to be open to doing things a little bit differently, to seeing things differently, to trying some new things. Okay, that's what I feel like. If you want something new, you got to be willing to do something a little different. Okay. But let's go ahead and let's pull you a dark mirror card. So let's see. Excuse me. Let's see, what aspect of Cancer's shadow are they gonna have to deal with in the month of July? Okay, and how can they best go about doing that? One more shuffle. Okay, all right. So we have here anger and chains. Okay, bottom of the deck here we have parasite. Yeah, this is talking about basically what we talked about in this here reading, right? Chains. What are you attaching yourself to, or what are you attached to? And how is it showing up, right? For some of you, it could be with anger. But I kind of get the feeling here that it's like you may be feeding something. You may be feeding this anxiety, this deceit. Yeah, especially with the parasite. Be it knowingly or unknowingly. And it's like, in order to detach yourself from these chains, you're going to have to be aware of what it is that you're feeding. Right? That's what I get. But let's go ahead and read from the book here. Anger and chains. It says, anger is not the road to clarity. It's not a controlled effort or a cold dish. It is raw, primal, explosive. It is the loss of reason, the loss of restraint. A bomb burning bright in black color. a wax seal carefully crafted to be immediately broken. But anger is also freedom. How can you break a single thread woven from a million others? How can you unfetter yourself from a bad situation, letting all the rest unchanged? What? Hold on. How can you unfetter yourself from a bad situation, letting all the rest, I guess, go unchanged? It doesn't work like that. When you need to break free, you need to shake and shout. And more things will be broken than just what you want to hurt. They are like a bundle. You can target, but you cannot choose. Break many to break one. Save one to save many. Yeah, it's like, okay. Yeah. So for most of you, right, this could be showing up in various aspects of your life, right? Where, yeah, you're kind of holding yourself back in many ways, be it in love, be it in career, be it with your spiritual path, whatever it is. And it's like, as the book says, right, to kind of free yourself, you're going to have to, I feel, let go of this need to control the backlash is what's coming to my mind. Right? I feel like you may be afraid of letting loose because of what you think the consequences are, right? You may be afraid of moving because you feel like you can't control the outcome. You may be afraid to try new things or go after what it is that you want because you feel like if you do, right, you may not like what happens in the end. And it's like, in order to kind of get anywhere, in order to do anything that it is that you want, you're going to have to let go of this need to control. This need to control yourself, this need to control the outcome, the circumstances, right? Because, like I was saying, right, you may be afraid of getting hurt. You may be afraid that things aren't going to turn out the way that you want. But it's like a need to surrender, to let go of this idea that things are going to end badly for you in some way, shape, or form if you open up, if you begin to heal, if you start going after the things that you want, right? You have to kind of let go of that in order to receive anything better, right? You may not get the outcome that you want. That's the truth. Yeah. But it's like a need to kind of connect to that exciting or excitable part of yourself that is open to new things and is adventurous and wants to try new things, because you know at the end of the day it may not turn out exactly as you wanted it, but at least you gonna enjoy yourself, you know what I'm saying, in the process. Okay, but let's go ahead and close this out with a card for advice. Okay, so what advice do we have here for Cancer? I'm gonna shuffle. Okay, these two. So we have choose to heal and identify change. So identify change says, identify one small change that you've been postponing that would improve your life. This could be anything from cleaning a drawer to getting a new hairstyle. Change symbolically can be frightening. Your goal to recognize that you postpone even small, insignificant changes because intuitively you know that they can ignite powerful ones. Look at that. That's your advice. Okay, so then choose to heal. It says, this is a day to reflect on troubling emotions and transform them in a positive way. Identify one unresolved area of anger or hurt and ask yourself why you're still not at peace. Focus on how much power you lose to negative feelings. Your goal, to realize you choose to stay angry when you can choose to heal. All right. But that's all I have for you, Cancer. Hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, if you're interested in booking a personal reading, be sure to head to the description box below for the link to summertimetarot.com to book that. All right. But I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.